your motherfucking favorite jungle. Noon better check calling plays, man. Follow me on Facebook, Terrence Cole. Follow me on Instagram, Sinister Noon. Fuck what you heard, man.
Devin Gant, your favorite fit realtor. Hashtag dreaming with Dev. You know what I'm saying? DevinGant.com. You can find me on everything.
What's up, man? It's your boy TP, Tyson Proctor. You know what I'm saying? Your auntie's nephew's favorite friend, all right? Follow me on IG, Tyson_Proctor.
Y'all can get at me on IG, Hawk_II. It's your boy Derek Grease. Check me out.
Let's talk about this motherfucking Ohio State Michigan game. Ohio State just took a big L. They're out of the playoffs. I'm in the mix. I'm not biased because I don't like either team, so I'm kind of in the middle of this. What do we call this? This debacle. Ti. I'm in the middle of this debacle, so it's like I didn't care who won the game. I just want to see a good game, and it was a hell of a game. I think both teams played extremely well. They both had their flaws, but I feel like Michigan earned that win today. I feel like they just came out there, like Tyson said, put a hat on the hat. They just out physical them. They just wanted it more. It was nothing Ohio State could do. It was just Michigan's day. They were in the big house. They was feeling it. They was geeked.
Jumping.
It was that defense live. That defense been live all year though, and that's what stood out to me about this year. This Michigan team this year, their defense was elite. All these other years, it's kind of like their offense, kind of like, no, I'm gonna say carrying them. Their defense has always been solid, but their offense kind of like had that offense fed off the defense today. That rush game was serious. It's been serious all year, and they executed because usually they get away from the pass game. They get away from the rushing game when they win it. They stay with the run game the whole game. Just push that shit down the fucking Ohio State throat.
I knew it was trouble when they did the drive, and it was 3 plays, 81 yards. And all three plays they was running.
Yeah, smashing off football. It might be kind of like the old Penn State rivalry when Saquon Barkley was there, and they would just pounding that bitch down their throat, and they would just go back and forth though. It wasn't like, oh, they just dominating them. It's just like kind of like going back and forth, tug of war type of thing. It was a good game though. I appreciated the game. Like I said, I don't like either team. LSU, go Tigers. You feel me? Get the gap. But that's what I gotta say on that. That's my piece on that. I feel like Michigan should be in the playoff race now. They should take Ohio State's spot.
They resume like that to fill it in. Yeah,
they what 11-1 now. Yeah, they only lost to Michigan State, and Ohio State got the same record now. But they 11-2. They 10-2 now. So the only other team I feel like could jump over Michigan potentially is Oklahoma State because they're 10-1 as well. But they got to play Oklahoma tonight, and it depends on how they finish Oklahoma. If they blow Oklahoma out, I feel like the committee is going to have a tough decision to make between Michigan and Oklahoma. I mean Michigan and Oklahoma State because of the record wise, but I feel like Michigan should still jump over Oklahoma State because of Ohio State has been ranked for multiple weeks and it's the top 4. So that's my takeaway from that.
Man, I called it big on big. That's what I called it the whole game. You called it put a hat on the hat. I called it big on big.
It was just straight trench work. Man. It was front 7 work all day.
But it has been 3,625 days of a run that we went on.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So it's hard to win for 10 years. It's hard to win fucking 2 years straight. So it's like Ohio State did their thing for a long time. Shouts out to them boys, man. Never hated. They still doing their thing. It's no shades, them boys. They played a hell of a game. Shit, you can't win them all.
So it's gonna make next year.
It's gonna make next year, and in Columbus, it's gonna be hot.
Who do y'all think is gonna be the #1 draft pick coming out of college this year? It's kind of hard.
They talking football?
Yeah. Then we go basketball for that too. Cause I knew I want to say basketball. That boy from Duke.
Yeah, Paulo.
We always got one.
Yeah.
But it depends on the pick though, because they might pick Chet. That's 7'2".
But he got a little weird on him.
Oh, freshman.
Yeah. But who y'all think as far as NCAA? It's tough. It's a lot of fucking. The way the NFL's going now, it's kind of like defensive players and online is going first now. Like
it's been a switch.
QB's not going like first pick. No, it's like linemen now. Like
it's more longevity too for the wideouts and DBs and stuff. So they living longer.
I think it's just be coming down to like a
combine.
It's like a trend sometimes because like you have a couple years to where like. Oh yeah, quarterback. You got multiple quarterbacks in that top 5.
Yeah.
And then you got another trend where it's like you got big ass offensive linemen from Wisconsin.
Do you have a DB one year
and then a DB and receivers? Yeah, you know what I mean. It's just like a trend.
I agree.
You know, it all depends on what's going on at that particular.
I feel like it's gonna trend.
Like Megatron, even when Megatron was hot,
Georgia Tech,
it was a whole bunch of big, fast receivers.
Yep. That class is crazy.
Yeah,
that class is crazy. Mm-hmm. That's what makes it so crazy that he was so elite in that class. That class he came out was ridiculous.
He was elite. He was all time.
Top 3. I'm gonna say top 3. He in my top 1. So.
You think Megatron the best receiver all time?
Randy Moss, my favorite. Mm-hmm.
You always had that thing about Jerry. You always had that thing about Jerry.
Okay, we fucked that. We gonna switch topics to Jerry. I'm getting out of line. I'm getting out of order on my shit right now, but we gonna have this discussion.
You never gave him his just due.
Jerry Rice.
See, Cole, if you put up numbers like this,
listen. Jerry Rice is
because you still bring up when you did 200 yards.
Jerry Rice. Can't give it up.
I was going crazy.
Can't stop, won't stop. Never give it up. Big 200
You won't give Jerry Rice his credit over long as doing those 200 games in the NFL.
Jerry Rice, the shit Jerry Rice did was unbelievable. The only flaw that I have against Jerry Rice, this is my only flaw, and the only thing was, what fucking corners did he play against? He was out there going against my little cousins and them. Like, who the fuck was holding him besides Deion?
Okay, besides
it was no time. It was no top. If you look in the air, and compare it out, it was no top 10 corners in that fucking era. They all played from
number 1,
and they all played from. Come on, man.
Other than the number 1,
yeah, you can't get no better than that.
But he was scorching him at times.
At times, and Deion also got his lick back.
Right, but I'm saying the fact that they go in different times.
Man.
He owned that level.
Okay, so listen.
He's like that.
I'm gonna compare my favorite receiver all time, Chad Johnson. So when Chad Johnson played in y'all division, the motherfucker played against 5 to 6 top 10 corners of all time. And I'm talking about the league.
When Chad Johnson was coming up?
It was about 6 or 7 top 10 receivers that's in the Hall of Fame or going to the Hall of Fame.
With the DBs that he was going against?
Yes. Yeah. And he was getting off. So that's why my respect for Jerry Rice is kind of, it's not decreased. I would still respect Jerry Rice. Of course, you can't take that away from me because you still got to catch the ball, still got to do. But the art of route running didn't become a thing until the early 2000s.
Or to really Jerry Rice.
I'm not going to say Jerry Rice because Jerry Rice was before his time. Because that's why I said the corners weren't really corners until like the early 2000s where they really start catching on to this shit. And Jerry Rice is already on his way out. And he still was producing when he was fucking old at the Raiders. So I do give Jerry Rice credit. I be talking shit, but I'm a realist at the end of the day. Still fuck you, Jerry Rice. Nah, just playing, man. He's still a legend. I can't take that shit away from you, but it's just like it's kind of like the Will Chamberlain effect. You did what you had to do in your era.
Somebody came after you.
Somebody came after you, was better than you. But you paved the way.
But do you think he could do it in this era?
Jerry Rice?
Yeah. Yes.
Come on, bro. Because his routes would be 10 times.
He ran a 4.7.
Which you gotta understand.
He ran a 4.7.
Which we all gotta understand is this, because I think a lot of people. Hold on.
I ran a 4.7.
Hold on, because I think a lot of people don't really understand what we mean when we sit there and we talking about like putting somebody in another era. So that means that they're raised up around the same type of talent. They raised up around. They make adjustments.
That's fine.
Even just with social media,
he can have Stephon Diggs' footwork. He runs a 4.7. Larry Fitzgerald didn't run a 4.7. He ran a 4.74.
That's why he's one of the greatest of all time. Because he was still able to.
That's how ass the corners was.
No.
You put Jerry Rice right now at a 4.7 fucking 40 time. He's getting pressed.
Tomo fade.
The bootiest corner is pressing him.
Tomo go get it.
He's not fading anyone. He's not doing all that slow ass.
So you telling me you gotta be really
You
fast.
don't have to be fast.
Really fast.
But a 4.7, bro. I run faster than 4.7.
You gotta be.
But his game speed.
I don't get speed. Because I got game speed.
Exactly.
I got down to 4.7.
You're more like Jerry Rice than any nigga I know. And he mad at himself. I'm more like that nigga remind me of me. I don't like that nigga. I don't like
4.7 though. I want that goddamn slot. But 4.7 shit.
I'm high 4'5", 4'5'9".
Hey, that game, that's a good point though.
But goddamn, a 3-second difference?
But still, ain't no 3-second difference.
These niggas running 4.24s. Ain't no nigga running 4.7 beat me. I'm gonna fuck on any day. If I run a 4.24, I'm gonna fuck what route you run.
Okay,
you're not beating me.
This is the last example I get on this,
mentality.
and then I'm done on that. This is the last one. I'm done on it. What did Deion Sanders run on the 4? Who had the fastest 40 all time? Right?
He doesn't eat none no more.
Jerry was giving him problems.
Okay.
You giving the fastest DB of all time. He giving him problems.
Yeah. You made a good point.
What you think he gonna do in this league?
I like that.
There ain't no Deions. I mean, shit, no, there ain't, but it's some niggas though. There's some niggas though. There's some niggas. Okay. This is a different breed of corners around. I like the face.
So since we're talking about it, name your top 5 DBs.
DBs are corners.
I just want to be technical.
Yeah, because if I'm gonna go DB,
strictly corners
of all time or right now.
Just now.
Jalen Ramsey.
Love it. That's my number 1.
I gotta put that guy from the Cowboys up there.
No,
he is balling.
Not my top 5.
No, he's balling.
He's not my top 5. He's not a man coverage corner. He's not locked down. He's not my type of corner.
Okay.
He's a ball hawk.
What's his name? Stephon Gilmore still in that top 5.
Bubba Run.
He's still in that top 5. See, then now this is where it starts to get a little tricky because all time I already have my all time list. I already have my all time list, but you talking about right now?
I'll give you mine. Jalen Ramsey. This ain't no order. Jalen Ramsey, Tre'Davious White, Stephon Gilmore. Damn, I just went blank. I can't. Darius Slay.
I was just about to say him.
Big play,
Darius Slay.
He played motherfucking Slay.
Yeah.
Shit. To be honest, I'm not gonna say he having a bad year, but he not having the year he was having. I love Marlon Humphreys. The way his physicality and the way he play like a safety at corner. He a big ass corner, so I love that. So I'll go with Marlon Humphreys. But it's a lot of corners that you can alternate in that fifth spot because it's a lot of fucking decent or good corners. It's a lot of young corners too. So it's like no shade to them. It's a lot of fucking good football being played right now. It's hard to pick.
Mm-hmm.
So
man, now that Cam had some time since the last time you seen me, how you feeling?
Shit, I still feel like Cam is Cam. He ain't Cam from the old Panthers, but
right.
I feel like he still want to beat Cam from the old Panthers because he's still trying to use his legs and he need to trust in his arm more because it's a lot of plays he could have made against the Redskins last week where he tried to run, he could have just threw the ball, little 3-yard pass, and it got the yards, but he want to keep running because he still think he can.
Mm-hmm.
But he'll be alright. Once he sit back and see that shit, he gonna come back this week and he gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna evaluate this shit. Yeah, he gonna evaluate that shit and be like, okay.
Their schedule's relatively easy.
Decent.
Yeah, you're talking about the Redskins.
I mean, they lost to the Redskins.
Yeah.
I mean the football team. Yeah, my bad.
So we gonna come back to basketball. We're gonna shift away from this real fast. I have a question to y'all. How do y'all feel about it's kind of a long ongoing topic right now, but the vaccination is like it's we all talk about the vaccination. Everybody feels weird about it. Everybody got a conspiracy theory about it, or they feel like you need to be vaccinated. I'm kind of one of the people that's kind of like, I got vaccinated because I got a son. I have a 1-month-old. I had to get vaccinated for his safety. But I truly believe if I didn't have my son, I don't think I would have got vaccinated. Not because no conspiracy theories or anything crazy like that. It's because I believe in myself and my diet. I believe in everything I do is in moderation. I take care of myself, so I don't feel like I already had COVID. So I feel like it's ran its course. I had antibodies, so it wasn't like nothing like, oh, you're an anti-vaxxer. Oh, it wasn't no weird shit for me. Like, as far as everybody else going, oh, I'm not vaccinated because the government trying to put a computer chip in your body. Motherfucker, you got your location on your phone. You allowing everything to track your phone. You taking selfies and shit, tagging your location.
Apps are tracking you.
Yeah, apps tracking you. So it's like
GPS,
all this conspiracy shit.
I wanted to chime in on that too.
Yeah,
because,
go ahead, speak your piece.
I was on the more of the, when this stuff started first going on, I was more heavy against the vaccination. But months passed by, and people in my inner circle are they're chirping at me about it. Yeah. And I just think that, and it's no problem if you don't want to get the vaccination. You have your own rights. That's your own right. Mm-hmm. But for me, I was just more looking at it from the standpoint of, I want. It's more than about me, just me too. Like I want other people to feel safe around me. Yeah. Because I also eventually got the vaccination.
Yeah. Because you gotta protect people around you too. But they might not be as healthy as you are. You might go over somebody's house. No offense, that's motherfucking 350 pounds. Ain't did a workout in 3 years, and then you get them sick. And you get them sick, and they kind of just like fucked up.
Like damn, and it's your fault.
And you might not even know you got the shit.
Yeah, but because you was not even trying to reduce the risk.
Yeah, even though the vaccination doesn't save you from not getting it, it
reduces
just reduces your chances of getting it and spreading it. Then spreading it. So that's why that was my personal reason for getting it, because. Like I said, I want my thought. If he get it, I just don't know what happened to him. I don't want to see it.
And I'm about to have a little girl. So.
Yeah, congrats, man. Congrats to by the way. Send love to the little man.
See, I feel both y'all points. And I don't have too many elderly people in my life. I got my grandma who stay in Lima, and my aunt Ethel for real.
Yeah.
Man, and she really quarantined herself a lot. So if I did have more elderly people in my life, I probably would take it.
I mean, you take care of yourself. You gotta die.
I just don't feel like it's ran its course, man. Like we had this conversation before. I said I've never taken a vaccine in my life.
Yeah, and you
that is over 10 years old.
Yeah,
that's younger than 10 years old.
You never got no flu shot or nothing?
Yeah, those have been around for 10 years since before I was born.
No, I'm saying you never got a flu shot or nothing?
I don't normally.
He talking about like
even
as an adult, like how new it is.
Yeah.
Like how you go get your checkup. Know how you get your checkup? Like even when you get like older, like 18, he be like, I don't want it.
But even when we was kids, the vaccines we got as kids been around for generations.
Yeah, they've been around since we got the medieval ages. So it's like that shit ran its course. You know what I'm saying? Let me know. Like you don't hear niggas get the plays no
side effects.
You getting tetanus shots.
10+ years to see what was going to happen to your body. To even upgrade it to say this shit will work a little bit better. I don't feel like I'm in the danger zone where I need to skip all those steps that need to happen for this vaccine becomes as strong and as potent as it's gonna be.
And that's a great point. Also, the last reason that I got mine, because I didn't want to block any blessings, because they really are gonna like messing with your money and messing with your aspirations.
Yeah.
And that was just, you can call it what you want, but I'm not trying to block no blessings coming my way.
Don't let nobody say shit to you.
Because California is much more stricter than any other state.
New York too. You can't go to an event. You can't even go to a restaurant.
Yeah, you can't dine in.
Yeah,
you can't dine in. You can't sit and eat. Yeah.
The only thing though, I would say, I feel like if you can kind of make it more accessible for people who maybe not have had it. I'm a fan of just like if you got a current up-to-date test, I feel like that should suffice if you ain't get the vaccine, just to support them other people who don't want to get it. They freedom of I got a choice as my if they want to take that route or not, just so they ain't gotta miss out on everything else like that. Because it's gonna make some people have to make hard decisions at the end of the day when it comes down to it.
The way I feel about it is like I don't care if you got it or you don't got it, but like. As long as you're getting tested frequently, if you don't have the vaccination, and as long as you're getting tested, like you're not spreading it.
It's $25. You can get an at-home test.
Yeah, I got a whole bunch of motherfuckers. I got a 30-pack in there. At-home test.
And you can get the drive-in test too. That's free. So
it's like I don't care if you don't got it or do got it. It's just like because that's your way. At the end of the day, I'm not gonna be like, oh, you stupid for not getting it. Right. It's not that. It is serious, but it's like at the same token, you gotta respect other people's bodies because that's their bodies. You don't. Just like it's like if I'm feeding you liquor, you might not want liquor. So how the fuck I'm gonna give you something?
You gonna drink this liquor?
You gonna drink this shit?
No, you gonna drink this shit. House then.
and now you fucked up.
Right.
It's the same effect.
No.
Back live, man. We wanna first. Next topic I want to talk about is the new Halo. It just came out. Will it come out what a couple days? Monday.
Yeah, the beta out.
The beta out right now. This shit is hard. This is the hardest Halo I played.
It's sweaty as fuck.
Since I think Halo 3. You can finally like slide. You can do all the little shit. Like it's basically the move. I know. I don't give a fuck about the same. But it's so much more fluent as far as the movement goes. You can slide. You can actually like crouch now. You can. Shit is just.
I thought you could have been done that shit.
No. Oh hell, you can only just crouch.
Yeah,
but you can slide. You can like jump and run.
You get twisted with
like the old one is like the old one is just
They got that grab with the jetpack and shit.
Yeah, they got a whole bunch. They got a couple of like vehicles and guns. This shit is so much more interactive. Like with the environment. Halo did that shit. They finally made a game that could compete with Halo 3 because all like Reach and all that shit was trash. Infinite is
Halo 4 cool too.
Halo 4 cool, but this shit they got right now.
No, Halo 3 good.
This shit gonna take over. This shit gonna take over Halo. This shit gonna take over Call of Duty, Apex.
I don't know about Apex.
Apex got a special place in my heart. That shit was praising Apex.
Did they bring that mirror back?
I just got
booty as fuck though. You really gotta be like this next to somebody kill him. Like you used to be able to long range motherfucker when that bitch they blow up.
It take at least
you gotta be here with
2.5 motherfucking
clips.
bags to kill a nigga, bro.
Neither
they be eating bullets.
They be eating them regularly though.
No, yeah, whatever you trying to do.
It used to be one clip and they blow up. Nigga used to be one clip blow up.
And now all them shits that hit them, they get to looking at you like, nigga, keep shooting, bitch. Like that's
Shit disgusting.
But I do want to talk about. How do y'all feel about LeBron being ejected for that Isaiah Stewart shit? What's his name? Isaiah Stewart?
Yeah, it's fair.
Yeah, I feel like trying to send a message.
Do y'all think it was an accident? I feel like LeBron finally had to send the message that like he wasn't like I'm not the one.
No, he didn't have to.
He meant to hit that nigga.
I think he meant to like check it like come on, bro, you doing too much. Like it wasn't
he meant to hit him with his
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think it was that's like. It was something mercy. I be doing that shit to me.
Yeah, like you
not be hitting him in his stomach. Like I'll be trying to get to his stomach. Like come on, bro, you doing too fucking much. But his shit just kind of just came up to his face, like
because he was getting off balance.
He was so much higher.
Pushing him up at the same time.
So
because he popped Brown.
So Brown meant to hit that motherfucker. He just ain't
not his face.
How the fuck was he bleeding like that up?
Shit, you gotta think about it. Brown got big ass fist.
Hey, but they saying his elbow clipped. I couldn't see it though. They said his elbow clipped him first, and then the
back. At the same token, bro, Brown a big motherfucker.
He is though, but I'm just saying, like everybody, all of us have been targeted around our face. We ain't,
but you ain't have no 6'9" LeBron James meat cleaver.
I think it was 6'8", 250 himself.
But only thing I didn't like is how he was trying to act gangster was Brian.
Afterwards?
That's the only thing I didn't like about
him. He had to go home after that, man.
Yeah, I didn't. You had to go home. That's the only thing. Like, I can understand you being mad.
All I could think of was Dallas in the Palace.
But you want to rush.
It was 2 days after the anniversary.
And you want to rush, but you want to rush.
And he was rushing him like Ben Wallace.
I know you saw the video I sent you. The music. Stone Cold.
Man, also since we're on this topic already of the fucking LeBron, I want to talk about the Lakers, man.
Hold on. They fined this nigga $950,000.
Dang, that one real.
I thought it was 14.
I seen
sure though.
Yeah, that shit had the number 7 to it. It had. I looked at it.
I seen one of
his contract that fucking big.
He was the first round draft pick. I think he was. For the Pistons, probably not a lottery though.
Shit, I ain't heard of that nigga.
Yeah, I don't know.
He was one of their.
I know he was a pick though.
I think he was like late first or some shit.
He might have been, but I still. That was a big ass chunk of change. For your Ricky contract, that's a still big ass chunk of change. Yeah, that was a fake account. I think it probably like 14,000. It wasn't nothing like 2.
Nah,
it was something around there. That's what he got fined. But I did see something separate for LeBron missing that one game. He literally makes like $300,000 a game. So he missed that 300,000 because he got
I'd have beat his ass for that reason. I'd have beat his ass for that reason. If I get sick, I'd beat your ass for that reason. If I missed 300,000, yeah, I missed 300,000, bitch. I'm gonna hit you now.
They had to eject him after that shit.
No, they gonna get ejected. He's never get suspended. Brown don't get chased. He don't get
suspended. He got suspended for one game.
You talking about Brown get suspended or Stewart?
Both of them.
So I think Brown was gonna get ejected, but I don't know about the suspension.
If he wouldn't have got chased after him, they had to look at that and do damage control for media and stuff.
How I honestly feel about the Lakers.
I feel like I can't really judge them to mid-season because like Lakers always start off so nasty. The Lakers always start off so nasty.
Westbrook been cool since AD been gone.
But this is my thing, bro. We all put the Berlin on Russ, including me, because
I'm not putting
this is terrible, bro. You gotta say something.
The shit he be doing,
I'm not blaming it on Russ.
It ain't about Russ. He damn sure ain't innocent. People are bullshit. But the thing about fucking Russ, he gonna give you his full effort and his full dedication every time. So I'm gonna take that every time over that shit. AD be doing. AD, you play like a bitch. You play like a bitch, AD. You big bitch.
He a finesse big though, but
you a finesse big, but you nigga get in the paint.
He bulked up for no reason though.
You look like goddamn Prime.
For nothing.
Fucking Will Chamberlain in the playoffs in the bubble, nigga. You look amazing. I ain't seen that 86. You left the bubble. So I ain't seen it. I need you to go back to Chicago, nigga. I need you to go back to the South Side. Go with some chicken. Go some hero chicken. Go get back right. Go get back to your roots. Go do something. Go tap in back to your spiritual roots. Cause that shit you do right now is soft. It's fuck. Fuck.
That boy going
It made me mad, bro. I can't even watch the Lakers, bro. It has came to the point where I don't even want to watch the Lakers, bro.
You gotta wait till the trade.
I'll be at work now. That shit be on TV. That shit be on TV and I'll be like, well, right past, I put my earbuds in. I'll put my earbuds in and don't even watch that shit.
You want to stand up watching Brown and Double OT?
No. I turn that shit off. What the fuck did Double OT with the Kings? The fuck? I ain't watching that bullshit.
That shit was the triple, I thought.
They won the triple. They won 141 to 138. No, 141 to 144.
But to all this to answer the question though about
high ass score game
about the Lakers just period. I just feel like, you know what I'm saying, it's still early in the season. We all know the two things. One, coaching. And also, there's been a lot of
Frank Vogel needs to be fired.
There's been a lot of injuries too.
Fuck injuries. I don't care about injuries.
There's been a lot of injuries. And then LeBron ain't there. LeBron ain't even been there. Now he's back and now they're winning.
But this is what
they're winning now.
What makes teams great is when they can win or they star players. That's what makes teams great.
But that's what they got.
You always have to have a star player to win.
Well, they ain't even playing together to begin that chemistry. So I'm sure even when they was losing, they built some chemistry.
But I'm saying this stems from coaching, bro. Because Frank Vogel has to run some offense. He just let these motherfuckers go on the court and just do whatever they want.
Freestyle.
It's no play calling.
It does look like it's freestyle.
These motherfuckers out there just playing rec ball.
They are.
We all outside.
They all great though. So
you want to score this play?
When you got niggas with a high back
score? You want to rebound?
When you got a team that was like 7 Hall of Famers. When you got a team of 7 Hall of Famers and you're Frank Vogel, you know you're not even considered in the top 3 coaches in the league. It's like,
but you got to jump his nuts though.
You do got.
Tyronn Lue did.
Yeah, he did.
Tyronn Lue got more.
Tyronn Lue dropped his nuts. Like nigga, I'm saying you LeBron.
Tyronn Lue a former NBA.
It was like, but he was like, but like Tyronn Lue was like, shit. I'll listen to you, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna implement both of our strategies because 2 heads is better than 1.
You think Frank Vogel?
Frank Vogel is like, shit. Bron said that shit. We rocking with that. I like what Bron said.
Because you know this
make my job way easier. Shit, like this make my job way easier. Shit, they paying me not to even talk.
He ain't even been there though. Bron ain't even been there. He been on court.
But shit, you don't think you coaching from the damn sideline?
I know he is.
That motherfucker, he got the damn clipboard in his hand, drawing the plays.
So what do they got to do then?
We have to get some cohesiveness, bro. We have to get some leadership. We have to get some.
The leader ain't been there.
Well, we have to get a solid starting 5 because.
Are you saying Russ should be benched
I'm not saying Russia should be benched, but our starting five changes every fucking game.
Oh, okay.
Our starting five fluctuates every game, but it's
I don't
like,
think there's any shooters.
and we have to, but what we have to do, we have to stop implementing fucking DeAndre Jordan in the starting lineup. We have, that's where we have to start.
Hey,
DeAndre Jordan
DeAndre
DeAndre Jordan should never see the starting lineup ever. This motherfucker want to play defense. The best defense he played was when Isaiah Stewart trying to attack LeBron.
Bro, I swear, every game they start off, it's gonna be 1 or 2 oops to DJ. We ain't gonna see him.
Bro, he's terrible. Bro, he don't even play defense no more. That's the thing. But
I want to talk about really something in particular with the Kyle Rittenhouse.
Talk to me. Yeah, talk to me. We can switch to that.
I want to just say that yes, we've seen what happened.
Come on for that. Justice for Ahmaud Arbery. Shout out to him. Shout out to the judge for that.
Freedom.
Actually got justice and
Actually
I
got
got
justice.
Justice, not freedom.
Now back to Rittenhouse, punk ass.
Back to
bitch ass
Rittenhouse. I feel like it's like a trickling effect too, though. Just with like the media and stuff like that, like it does really make people think like, oh, you know, they don't care about blacks or whatever like that. When like the justice system really does fail, just, you know what I'm saying, just period.
Young black man.
You know what I'm saying? Not even just young black men, but I'm just saying people people
Period. Shit, yeah.
I'm sure there's because I mean what I was thinking about when I watched the Kyle Rittenhouse thing, I sat there and I thought about OJ, and the reason why I thought about OJ was because it was like, well, it was kind of like basically the opposite. So it's like, you know, like I just feel like people just try to like steer it to where like, you know, it's like it's always a race thing. When I don't necessarily feel like that, even though it's definitely a factor. We're not gonna play and act like that's not something that's real. But just that same day, I think there was somebody that was of another race that the trial didn't go their way, and it wasn't even broadcasted, and it was for us. It was for black people.
The only thing I disagree with you on that is I feel like when like, okay, so say Kyle Rittenhouse didn't even kill a black person. That's the crazy part. He kill one black person.
He shot everybody. He shot his wife.
Yeah, he didn't kill one black person. So it's like, I feel like
that goes to my point.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, the justice system is like, okay, if you kill a black person, do you think he would have got time? Because the shit is all stipulation. I think he's guilty. He committed, before he even killed anybody, he committed like 5 different crimes.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm pissed about. I am upset about the murders, but before he even killed anyone, he already committed 5 crimes. How the hell you get off on all them other charges?
And
fuck the murders.
And his mom.
You didn't get charged.
His crying looked fake. I'm not
bro.
Like he was like,
he dodged like 13 cases.
Devin, he was over
this
there.
Motherfucker, the first motherfucker in history to dodge like 13 different fucking felonies
and fuck cases.
Like, and that's the difference.
Went over state line. Yeah, you went over state line with a gun.
Before trial even started, they didn't even take them charges until
this motherfucker went over state line, left his house. You could not protect property. Just so y'all know that you cannot protect property. You cannot.
It depends.
Depends if you fear for your life.
Like I said, like Ohio.
But
that's where
nobody.
So it depends.
You was getting your ass beat. Nobody. You wasn't in fear for your life. Nobody put a knife on you. Nobody did nothing.
No, but see, this is my thing though. You're not from that state.
And you went over state line.
It's not your business. You too young to even own the farm you was with. You transported it out, and you put yourself in a situation that you shouldn't have been in.
That's why he got off, because it was a long barrel rifle instead of a short barrel.
I don't give a fuck about none of that.
That shit don't make no damn sense.
That shit is crazy.
The state is made for hunting.
You a person of color, you're not coming back from that case. You might not get charged with murders.
And that's the thing. That's what it is, bro. We're not mad at Kyle for getting off per se.
Right.
We're mad about
the justice system. We're mad at the difference.
We wouldn't even been alive to even go to court. We wouldn't even been alive to go to court.
We wouldn't have been able to even walk down the street with that damn gun.
Because
doing off on the police scene.
Cause side note, the dude that just ran over all them goddamn people in the same fucking town, he went over like 43 motherfuckers. Mm-hmm. He about to go under the prison. That motherfucker about to go under the prison.
Like 10 consecutive life.
He about to have like 1,000 years. He about to get the biggest life sentence ever.
He ran
but Kyle Rittenhouse get 5 motherfuckers, and he does deserve it. And so does Kyle Rittenhouse.
Kyle Rittenhouse does deserve to be in jail.
He does it, and he deserves to get treated how he gets treated in jail.
And so does OJ.
Well as a dude. We can't talk about OJ because I don't know about OJ. My uncle defended OJ.
Oh
That's
shit.
my uncle.
Look, that's why he don't talk to his uncle no more.
Yeah,
Why you do that shit?
man.
You know that nigga did it, huh?
Man, respect my nigga, man. But it's just so the justice system is just like when I be seeing big cases like that, I don't even be watching that shit no more because I be knowing the verdict already. Like you be knowing like it ain't got to the point where you just kind of just get disgusted. Like you know what's coming, you kind of just got to just brace for the impact. It's like you know you're gonna be free, so why we watching this shit? And then they come on, everybody be like, oh my god!
And speaking of Ahmaud Arbery, don't that seem a little bit on the nose?
But it's so crazy because the man said he was guilty, so he didn't have no choice but to get hit with the goddamn door. The motherfucker was in court. He said he didn't pose a threat. He was just running. He didn't reach for a weapon. The motherfucker started breaking down crying. If that motherfucker ain't go to jail, where that shit happened at, Georgia, wherever the fuck it happened at, Virginia, I was gonna go there personally.
It was in Georgia.
I was gonna go there personally. The motherfucker broke down in court and said, I did it. He broke down. He said, it was no reason for me to shoot him. The motherfucker that shot him broke down and said, it wasn't no reason that shot him. He didn't have no gun. He posed no threat. The motherfucker literally said all three of those. And he knew what time it was. And I can respect that. Because motherfuckers like George Zimmerman got off on that shit trying to plead like he was in danger. Motherfucker, you wasn't in no danger. These motherfuckers killed a person that was like, we wasn't in no danger. We fucked up. We did some racist shit and we paid for it.
You can't be in danger when you the antagonize.
You antagonize. You don't want the gun. You pointed at me.
You keep pursuing it. And you create the event that you can cause. So
1,000%.
It don't make no sense. They was never. Nobody was trying to aggress on them. So
1,000%.
They were trying to run away. So like, it's crazy.
It's just so much like shit. Like it go. Bro, it's a case every day that you can argue about because the justice system is just so. The justice system is like it's still in the 1950s. We in a progressive movement, but it's not progressive. We supposed to be
progressing very slowly.
Yeah, we're progressing slowly. Like shit, we damn near we probably about 10 years removed from Martin Luther King. Honestly, as far as the justice system, we ain't that far from where fucking Martin Luther King started from. Cause we still fighting the same shit. It's just in a different form of. It's just in a different face.
Less volume.
It's just less volume.
And just
we hit your pockets more. It's more it's just we hit your pockets more, and we sweeping shit around because there's so many cases that you just losing track. Because back then it was just like one case, and we all out there marching for this one case. Now we got 30 motherfucking cases. These motherfuckers are all innocent, but now we can't all go march for 30 motherfuckers.
Right.
It's just new age slavery. And this not even for black people, just for black people, this is for people of color, period.
I do think that...
but we do get a little more harder.
I'm telling you, we need to band together. But go ahead, Tyson, I'm going to say mine.
I was just saying that I do think that... I lost my train of thought because there's just so many thoughts that come up to my head.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, even, I think about you guys and, all my other friends that are of color. And it is a little scary. I mean,
it's scary.
I'm not the only person I'm in my car and I'm literally not doing anything. But for some reason, I just see a cop and I'm like, let me tighten the fuck up. I want to put two hands on the steering wheel.
You can be sober. Just go to work.
I damn near want to.
License and certificate. You like this.
Right.
Heartbeat fucking.
Like, no, you didn't commit no crime. Knowing that you didn't commit no crime, but you up in that motherfucker like you got pounds of drugs and your goddamn shit. Like,
listen.
You know what I'm saying?
Man,
especially with your, I know you got your new car now.
Man, listen, I got put over twice since I got my new car, and the police officers been cool both times. They have asked me. I'm blessed. I'm super blessed because they have been cool both times. Shout out to my mommy police because they've been cool both times. All they asked me was, did I have a gun in my car, which I do because I have my license for my gun. And they be like, okay, can we see your license? Boom. They leave me alone. They hadn't gave me a ticket neither time. They just pulled me over because I had a headlight out or something like that because I've been driving my Impala. They pulled me over. Are you good? Okay, I'm going to get it fixed tomorrow. Okay, you good, sir. Boom. They leave me alone. And I've been blessed because a lot of people in the past have not been as blessed as I have been, just on a minor traffic violation like that.
Right.
They never came back from that. So I have been extremely blessed as far as that goes. Since he said that, I've been extremely blessed, and I'm grateful for that because, like I said, it's been many people that never came back from a simple traffic violation as far as a headlight being out. They've been killed at traffic violations like that. So I've been extremely blessed as far as that goes. So,
man,
I'm appreciative.
I think we as black people need to stand together because I don't think we understand how much power we have. We started the cancel culture.
Bro, we are.
If y'all remember, we started cancel culture and the LGBTQ community took it over.
We are 60% of money, period.
Right.
The money, the cash flow.
Yes.
Black people, when you see black people buying Louis Vuitton, Gucci, who's buying Louis Vuitton, Gucci, all this? Black people.
But we also
white people definitely getting that shit too.
Older white people, but
we the most.
I know there ain't nobody more than white moms. There ain't nobody more than white moms.
But the thing is about it, but let me tell you something about that. They're comfortable buying that, right?
Oh yeah, of course.
A nigga like us, 17 years old, motherfucker, 16, 17 years old.
Oh, they got
$450 in their pocket. I bet you bitch got Louis belt. Bet you bitch got a Gucci belt. He can't afford it, but bitch, I bet you that bitch got it on.
We the only race that can't keep our money within our own circulation. We spend it with another race within 2 hours.
And then we say it's too expensive.
That's disgusting.
Because they the same logo.
It's disgusting.
It is nasty, and that's what pisses me off. I break bread with all my people.
At least a week, 7 days. So.
As long as it's quality, I don't give a fuck if you tell me it's $300. As long as it's of quality, I'm gonna pay for it because I'm not a designer person anyway. So I don't give a fuck if it's Coach, Louis, Gucci. I'm not buying it.
Like a designer car though, don't you?
You feel me? I push the Audi. I push the Audi. You feel me?
I ain't get to see it in person. I walk past it today. I said, goddamn, that's a nice body on that thing.
I was in the heavy shape for like 6 years. You feel me? I was in the heavy shape for like 6 years. I earned that. You feel me? Because I ain't care about no cars, no clothes, and that's why I bought a house. Because I ain't give a fuck about no Gucci belt, no Louis belt, no Fendi belt. That shit is nothing for me.
Right.
That's not an asset. I can't buy no house with no Fendi belt.
Right.
These motherfucking rich white people, I ain't gonna say these rich people. These motherfuckers got big ass houses and then they buy the Louis belts, the Fendi belts. They're comfortable at this point.
85% of the rich America, period, did it through real estate.
Yeah.
And that's correct. They got their house. Yes. They buy Louis, Gucci, Fendi,
get cash flow first.
And they get a cash flow first. But us, we come out the game. We want to be stunners. We learn this shit at a young age. We learn this shit in middle school. We learn this shit at a young age.
Elementary shit.
Elementary shit. Yeah. You want to come out the game. As soon as you eligible to work. But you might work 70 hours at Burger King to get one Louis belt.
To get one.
And that's your whole check.
And a small one too.
I mean, think about it.
That bitch has got a logo on it. You got the LV.
We got the flamboyant all over.
You just got LV on your shit.
You gotta look at the bottom of the
But that's how we raised though. And that's why I'm trying to this is one of the reasons I made the podcast to change this movement, because I'm bringing people on here to show you that this shit is more than all this other shit that we can do in life. It's more than the Louis belt. It's more than designer. Fuck all that clothing shit, because I could buy that shit 1,000 times. My motherfucking house worth 1,000 Gucci belts. I can buy a goddamn 200,000 Gucci belts in my motherfucking house. Motherfucker, I don't give a fuck about no Gucci belt. Buy you some land, buy you some crops, buy you just invest in something, bro. You have to be smart with your money. Make your money work for you. Don't work for your money. You feel me?
That's a great segue into NFTs, man.
Then that's why I'm in the middle of my mind right now.
Did you see that plot of land? Would it go for $30 million?
Yes. And she probably
tripping.
Bro, I seen somebody buy some land for $6,000 instead of for $300,000 just today.
An NFT?
Just land.
Oh, land period.
Just a parking lot. Bro, I swear to God. $6,000. She sold it for $300,000. Wow. No, $600. $600.
$600?
That's disgusting.
Where? Her name, Real Estate Cougar. I swear to God, follow her on Twitter.
Send me that.
Cougar.
Real Estate Cougar.
Send me that.
Cause she out of Cleveland.
Wow.
So I follow her.
I thought you were about to say Real Estate Cougar.
Yep.
She be doing that.
I thought Google in that shit.
Follow cousin Nita on Twitter. Big Draco. She do a lot of real estate shit, wholesaling. She teach a lot of motherfuckers some free game. She always go live on Twitter, live on Instagram, and she just get all free game all day. She's a great asset to have. The motherfucker don't do nothing but spit real facts. And I want to get on the podcast. I'm in the middle of doing that shit because this motherfucker, Cousin Draco, she be, bro, it's a girl, and she just be, I'm trying to tell you, this motherfucker, so she 20 years ahead, she on some next level shit. I hear her, I get, so when she talk, bro, I get excited, bro. Like, she be on some like she get me geek, like, about my future, but like, she just, shout out to you, man.
Check it out.
You know you is, man. Big Draco, man. But, it's just so much shit I want to talk about, bro. It's just, we gotta do better as a community.
We could talk about the black community for. I do feel like it's like two different branches. You do have, you know, gangs and people that don't give a fuck about supporting, you know, their own. But then you also do have a movement. You do have a movement to where there's black people that, you know, if somebody just says black owned, they're like, oh, bet.
Okay.
There is that.
Yeah,
there is
so
that.
let me say something. So put me in the middle of that because I'm kind of dipping in both things. So you got the people that's gonna buy black because they black, right?
Absolutely.
And then what that you got the hood niggas that's gonna buy the Gucci Louis. That's because they don't know better. Mm-hmm. But when you sit there and educate them, you really talk to them and break it down to them, they have no problem buying your shit. They just don't have no awareness of shit. They don't grasp the concept like we do because they don't want to shine. Because they like, nigga, we about to go to Scott, nigga. I'm about to pop in this bitch's Louis belt, motherfucker. I'm about to be in this bitch. I'm the toughest motherfucker in school. I'm shining, bitch. I really got the racks. This will show me I really got money. But when you really sit down and educate them about what's really going on, and then you tell them like, this is how you spend your money, this is how you do that, they will listen. They just don't have no guidance. So when you break it down to them, they'll start shopping with you because your price is lower and it's the same quality. But we just have to get through to them about this shit. But you would never know because that's all they know. Mm-hmm. But it's getting better now because the city got so many clothing brands.
That's what I was gonna say, man.
It's getting hard not to be able to just buy somebody's shit that you know because it's literally your cousin selling clothes, your friend selling clothes, your mama selling clothes, auntie, cousin, everybody is selling clothes.
Or they repping it.
So it's kind of like, you feel me, Heartthrob, he got it on, I had it on earlier in the segment, that's my shit. I don't sell it no more, I make it for my friends and myself. So
if you want to get with me,
you won't want to get with me. But I'm not
they'll think of a price. They'll keep it on the low.
I'm keep on the low. I don't tax for my shit, but you feel me? But that's my piece on that. I feel like we just gotta get more educated on shit. I don't feel like it's like.
I don't think it's like no real beef. Like
I don't think it's no beef. I think it's more.
Like, man, I ain't supporting these niggas.
Yeah, I think it's more of an education piece. I feel like it's more of like a.
It's definitely more. It's definitely
because
education.
It's more of an education piece, and it's like a flex. It's like you got this one man on, bitch got this Louis Vuitton on, and it's like in a. How can I put this? And in a young man's world where you want to flex, you gonna be like, I want that Louis, I want that Gucci, and that shit might not be of no value. Your little man hoodie might be worth more than that goddamn $500 belt. Mm-hmm. But we want that belt, right? We want that goddamn belt.
But I think it's
by
also
any
that same mindset on social media.
And it is.
And they might not even be thinking like that, but they're gonna portray that to where it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm not gonna buy that, or I'm not for that, or it's bump that, just to put that image out there, and it casts a cloud.
Yeah.
You know
and then that's what other people follow that cloud.
Yeah.
I agree with that. Because people do that. Because people be hating that mud made shit. That mud made shit is hot. It's hard. It's hot.
Yeah,
shout out to that guy.
Yeah.
People be saying like he be overcharging, and he probably do be overcharging with shit.
But shit, so does everybody.
But America does it. Everybody do it. Shit, Nike do it. Everybody do it. So shit, why should I do it?
You gotta know your worth, man.
You gotta know your worth. So shout out to the dude that made that shit. Hopefully I can get him on the podcast one day. I don't even know, bro. I don't know his name.
I don't know him either. I be seeing
Shout out
shit.
to contact with him, man.
Yeah, shout out to bro.
Winston,
Yeah, Winston probably know.
man.
Shout out to bro.
For
Cause
free,
that shit fire, man. That shit. We all make clothes, and I feel like he was one of the first ones like really paved the way for people in Toledo that make clothes. Like because I really didn't. I've been making clothes since what 2014, 2021, and I wasn't really big on doing it because I really didn't care. I was just making clothes. But he was one kind of
made shit sweet to me. I don't care.
Huh?
That boy made shit sweet.
Yeah, that shit. But he kind of like paved the way for me, like to get back in my bag. Cause I kind of like lost faith in that shit. Then he kind of like paved the way for me to like get back in my bag because like he was on the same tip I was, like the embroidery, the colors, the finesse, like. He really paved the way for a lot of local Toledo vendors, which we don't ever give him credit for, which I don't know why, because he literally paved the way for a lot of shit. So,
and I mean, also
him, Toledo Dope and Bag and Royal Life, fucking everybody, bro. Everybody got a brand. Heartthrob. I'm proud of y'all, man.
I feel like we should have more events, bro.
Yeah,
like,
but
we complain it's not enough to do.
No, I listen. I promoted an event to do all the local vendors in Toledo, right? Mm-hmm. This motherfucker commented on my shit, said, "Who is you, bro?" I said, "Why
that's that overbearing shit,
but
man."
I had an event at Routines for all the local vendors to sell their clothes. Nobody went to pay. It was like $40 to get the table. Mm-hmm. That's the lowest you gonna get. Everybody else table like $100 and $150.
You some one hoodie.
Everybody else table like $150, $140. I charge $40. I ain't buying it because I don't even know who you is. I'm like, that's such a dumb mindset to have because I tell my people to come, you tell people to come, you tell that people to come. Everybody was walking through this buying hoodies.
You do it once a week and everybody gonna know on Wednesday they're gonna have that down.
And that's why I stopped trying to get in the event planning aspect of it because we as black people don't know how to fucking network.
Even fake it.
We don't even know how to
fake it. I'm gonna be there.
Only professionals know how to do that. And that's the people that's excelling. Right. Everybody else is just competing against each other. Like it's competition, but it should always be a friendly competition. Mm-hmm. It's like you should always want to compete against your friend. Aren't you always want to compete against your neighbor because that's how you get better.
To be hating, man.
Because you bring some stuff like Keelan shit. I used to say Keelan like, damn, cause that's hot. Mm-hmm. He made me get in my bag.
Right.
That was just somehow the Keelan get back in his bag. Mm-hmm. And then we just keep going back and forth.
Right.
It ain't no fucking hate. Every time Keelan drops something, I share it. Every time I drop something, Keelan share it.
Right.
So it's like, it's no hate. Mm-hmm. But people in the city hate to see you doing good. And you have to stop the hateful shit. And it's not even like you directly hating. It's like you accidentally hating. It's like you would scroll past my shit.
Accidentally hating.
Yeah, you're not even really hating.
I ain't gonna buy that.
Like,
I ain't gonna buy that.
I've seen that shit.
Yeah, but you could just simply just click on it, share it. Mm-hmm. Like T-Pounds, he drop a song every day. Mm-hmm. Shit, I might not even hear the shit. I might not even have time to hear the shit. Cause I be driving or something. Mm-hmm. I'm doing something in the car. I'll share the shit because that's my man's.
Right.
I'm gonna share it. I don't give a fuck what the fuck he on there talking about. Mm-hmm. Keep drop some shit. Share it. Anybody share some shit. Anybody on my fucking, I don't even know the person. They drop some shit. I don't even know the girl that sell the bag shit. I know her name like Big Bear or something. Every time she drops shit, I share it.
And that's, people don't even realize that's another couple thousand people.
Yeah, and it's just another audience, another crowd that they might not have. It might just go to them. Mm-hmm. So it's like, bro, you have to be cognizant of what's going on with this shit because bro, I just want us to do better. Yeah. This is what I made the podcast for. I want us to come together, network, and make money together. Because we all have our everybody specializes in something. Everybody, whether you know it or not. Everybody has their own trade that they're good at. We could always use somebody's advice at something. Mm-hmm. It doesn't matter whatever it is. Motherfucker, he might roll a joint better than me. Mm-hmm. How you wear that joint better than me? How you backpedal better than me? How you ride a bicycle better than me? Mm-hmm. It's just simple shit. It don't gotta be nothing big. It's just little shit goes a long way.
Right.
But we don't understand that.
And we gotta have that mindset too. It's got to be a habit to want to be better, and to get rid of that hate. You got to have a growth mindset, working in yourself, saying, okay, how can I be better?
Yeah, and to piggyback off of that, I think that also, you know, it's just ironic because I notice it in our culture rather than in other cultures, but not to say that it doesn't happen in any other culture. But anyways, where it's like I don't fuck with nobody, but you know, like just my small crew, like you're not gonna network, you're not gonna get better by doing stuff like that. And I just seen something like that the other day where it's like, but it's really in our culture to where it's like, you know, we wake up and we like, man, I don't need no nigga, I don't need you know what I'm saying? And it's like, no, like I need that. I need Derek, I need Winston, I need Tico, I need all of you guys because you know what I'm saying, we doing this for something bigger than just ourselves.
It's like yesterday shit, an example. Yesterday Winston called me. This motherfucker, I don't even know. Winston put a motherfucker on the phone, I don't even know. About some food shit. What's dude's name?
Jerry.
He put Jerry. he put Jerry on the phone. It's this white dude. He got a smoker. He motherfucker pulled some shit out. Big ass chicken thighs and ribs. I'm like, God damn. He smoked the shit out there. So I'm like, shit, teach me some shit. Cause I ain't learned everything, or I ain't too good to learn. So shit. Me and him linked on Winston. It's that simple. You ain't gotta be a hater. It ain't. Oh fuck that man, no really better than mine. You gotta try mine. That shit look good. I'm like shit. That look good. How you do it?
Right.
I don't like oh fuck you man. Oh don't really touch mine. You really touch mine. Right. Like shit. What you do? I'm like goddamn it look good.
Exactly.
Right. I'm like
I want to remind me of even with my god sister Janae. She got. One of her family members is Larry. Y'all know this dude named Larry, like Van, something that graduated from Whitmer, but he do acting out there in LA. But I'm saying though, like just stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? Janae's like, I really want y'all to meet each other. And now we like, you know, we pretty cool. It's that simple.
Yeah, it's that simple.
I
ain't gotta be nothing crazy.
And none of us was on that. No new friends. No new. You from the city?
Right.
Yeah. From the city.
And that's how it should be because even when I got college recruits in school, they'd be like. It was motherfuckers that came on my shit. I don't even know these motherfuckers is. They be like, we should sit up. All love.
Exactly.
I treat like my little brothers.
Exactly.
I teach them show them
Even Detroit, honestly, when I'm out of town,
anywhere in the Midwest for real, honestly.
I'm from Detroit or you know what I'm saying, I'm from, you know, Cleveland or whatever like that. I'll be like, shit, what's up?
You far enough from where it is.
Yeah, you far Midwest. Oh God, look, you far enough from home, motherfucker. It feel like how I feel, motherfucker. You far enough.
What I go through.
Oh God, you feel how I feel, motherfucker.
You know snow.
We going through the same drama.
Ain't no mountains over here.
Ain't no snow shit.
Yeah.
So shit, that's all I want to say, man. We can wrap this up, man. I feel like we had a great ass. This was probably the best fucking discussion that we had on this podcast so far, and I'm blessed to have everybody here. I appreciate you, Drunk Uncles Podcast, man.